Alright guys, so welcome back to this video, and in this video we are going to talk about your messaging, and your messaging consists of your copy and then your content. Okay, is the way you pass across your offers. Okay, now I want you to understand something very important. Okay, just like your offer, your copy is the goal of your copy too is to be different. Okay, now you see that this one is similar to what you see, like it's the same thing you saw in the last video, but I need you to understand that you see your offer is what makes your Okay, your offer is what is different in your funnel throughout your funnel. But then your messaging, which is most times your copy or your content, is the way you pass across those offer in a way that grabs people's attention and wants to make them that wants to make them in any way wants to read whatever you're trying to say. So you have to understand that it doesn't matter. Most times, let me tell you, it doesn't matter what you're saying. What matters is how you say it. It's very important that you get how you say something right than just saying it. Okay, so your messaging, which could be your copy or your content in your marketing, like posting content or your copy in your funnels, is very important. And then you'll be seeing me go through it. So now we have to talk about these two things here, your unique selling proposition and then your unique mechanism. Okay, now let's go back about this in copy. Now let's look at this particular page again. So here is a funnel that has made me a lot of money, a whole lot of money. And I'm going to be telling you some unique things there so you can apply them into um, making a lot of money for yourself, your funnels too. So you don't just build a funnel, but you build a converting funnel that makes you a lot of figures. Okay. So now let's go straight to it. The first thing I talk about here is the new opportunity or your unique selling proposition. And what is that? Your unique selling proposition is that one thing that is new. You understand? So most times people call it the big idea. Okay. So I'm not going to go into that first, but then I want you to know that it is one thing that is new and different from every other person. Okay, I will have opened another person's page about funnels, but don't let me go there. I don't want to talk about my competition. Yeah. So okay, let me just go straight into this. Okay, now what is new in this whole thing is this thing I call the one simple fix, and this one simple fix boils down to one thing I'm going to show you later. But now let's look at it. When you come to this particular page, what grabs your attention the most is one simple fix. You are trying to think, okay, what is that thing? And you see, the goal of this particular thing, new opportunity, is to try to turn something that is ordinary into something extraordinary so you can read on. Okay, I'm not trying to lie here. This is something that really works. Okay, you will see this thing a lot in a lot of sales copy very well. But you have to understand that you're not trying to lie. You're trying to make something which is just ordinary into an extraordinary thing. You want to focus the whole marketing, like the whole message on this one simple thing and make it a huge impact in the like in solving the problems your customers have. And once you can make that a huge impact, then people will believe you and then they'll read on and then at the end they'll believe you. That's what the goal of unique opportunities. Like, okay, they are not like, okay, I've been trying to build funnels, I've not been getting it. Probably this is the unique, this one simple fix is what is going to fix it all. So they are like, oh wow, okay, let me read on. In one simple fix method, anyone, including those. Now, this is just me trying to make a big promise. But I'm going to break down the promise section to it in a very little way. We are not doing a full blown copywriting course here, but I'm going to break down the thing and how it has worked so well for me. So now here's another thing. The one simple fix helps you to build your funnel fast in less than 2 hours. Now you can see the unique opportunity here, the new opportunity here is my one simple fix. Okay. Now let's talk about the last next thing, which is the unique mechanism. Now the unique mechanism is how you want like how that unique opportunity solves the problem. Okay. Now let me start from here. I was trying to talk about my unique opportunity here, but I'm trying to break it down to see let them see that how it can solve their problems. Okay, this is one thing most people don't talk about in copywriting, and it's very important. Okay, now he said, and then I started writing down every necessary step I'll take. Quote me, I wrote a whole lot and then ended up overwhelming myself, just as it did when I started building my first landing page. Okay, there's some backstory here that you might not get to understand until you read this page as a whole. I'm not going to read it here. Okay, so and I said it was there it dawned on me that what made me confused while starting was that I was looking into just so many aspects. Okay, I was trying to compare myself to my audience that I know you might have tried building a funnel and then you get so overwhelmed. Okay, this is the I also was overwhelmed, and the reason I was overwhelmed because I was looking into just so many aspects. which ended up making me feel overwhelmed. So I went deeper and I started saving out the only necessary things I'll need if I was to build funnel from scratch as a newbie. And it was there it shocked me the most because I discovered that over time, building winning funnels in less than 2 hours, I have been focusing subconsciously on just one simple fix. You can see I'm trying to play out that new opportunity. I wanted to know that okay, just forget every other thing you've had about funnels. This only, if you are not doing this, then you are failing out as a funnel hacker or someone who wants to build funnel for his or her product. You are going to end up getting overwhelmed if you are not following this unique opportunity. Can you see that this thing is making it unique from every other person? So and I said the one simple fix is what I've been subconsciously doing every time to build crazily good funnels in less time. In fact, it is the missing link to building converting funnels as fast as possible without getting stuck. See, I want you to know that when it comes to things, people are already trying different things. Okay, and if it's not getting the result, they believe in their mind, even though they are not telling themselves, they believe that something somewhere is missing. For example, someone is used to buy organic skincare product a lot, and then he or she is not getting that kind of result she wants. Okay, let me just use she wants. Then she knows that something somewhere that something is missing, but she doesn't know. She can't find it out. So what will make you different and what will make her buy from you and buy it to your offer is that she wants to see is when you try to tell her that okay, this is the missing link, and you must be able to explain that missing link very well. Okay, so your okay, the missing link is the new opportunity, and the unique mechanism is you explaining how this new opportunity is going to benefit that person. Okay, you see how I explain it here, and it is okay. Let's continue. And it's all you need to build all your funnel pages fast. Either it's an opt-in page, blah blah blah. If you get this right, you don't need to worry about where to start. Once you start building your funnel, and you barely get to the stage where you get point blank at what next to do. And you might be asking, what is this one fix all about? Seriously, it's deadly simple, and it is all about generating unique design ideas from existing winning funnels. Can you see how I brought the unique mechanism here? Okay, yeah. But just as simple as this 8 word sentence, it is my best kept secret to building funnel as fast as possible in less time. And also generating massive leads and sales for me and my client myself. And this is one where we did over 500K in a month. See, I discovered that it's not only what you do on a page builder. Now, this is me trying to explain why this thing is very important. Okay, in real sense, it's not just what you do in a page builder that makes your funnel great. It is more importantly about the simple groundwork that will give you a clear view on what is working in the market and how others are already structuring their funnels and how to come up with a unique angle for your designs and your funnels as a whole. So it doesn't look like you copied theirs. But before designing them on your page builder. So these are the things that makes my own unique. That okay, before you even go into a page builder to be feeling like you don't know, you are feeling overwhelmed, you have to get these things right. Once you can get them right, then you are going to make great things out of it. So, and this is a pattern I've been following subconsciously to build funnels because it doesn't matter the software you are using. Can you see here? I'm trying to explain the unique opportunity, why this is the main reason you've been building crazy funnels that and get overwhelmed because you are just trying to focus on ClickFunnels, Stripe Architect, Elementor, Builder, blah blah blah, and then you're not focusing on what really is going to get you the result fast because you are trying to focus on the tools, you are not focusing on the strategy, you understand? So, and most people, okay, you most time get stuck without doing this simple ground, so you get on that set you on the way go, and that's why most people feel overwhelmed even before starting at all. And if you that start get tired even before halfway, you probably have also, and I understand this is not your fault. It's all because of this one critical factor you are missing out on generating unique design ideas from existing window funnels. Okay, so you can see here, this is what me I just try to do to make my own difference. Okay, you can see the unique angle where I came from. And okay, now I want you to know that okay, even as while you are want to write a copy, you are not a you are not Gary Albert, so you don't have to write a long like form. So like that. Okay, but you have to understand, okay, you have to be precise. Okay, you have to just go straight into trying to make people that you understand their problems. Okay, you don't want to go straight into selling. Okay, this is one thing you don't want to do. No matter what they are, you don't want to go straight into selling. You want to try to make them know that you understand their pains, their problems, and then you want to give it to them. So it's about break. Okay, now before I go there, let me go back here. Okay, I think let me go back to your offer creation. For you to create a good copy, You have to understand this thing too. You have to understand your audience too, understand their awareness level, understand their pain points, understand their problems. Understand it. You don't have to make a lot, super lot of deep research. For me, I use YouTube as my research process. Yeah? So you just have to make or look for the kind of research process that works for you. You might go to Reddit on forums and see what people are already saying. Then look at the market. What is the market already producing? What is the market already giving them? And then what are the products they are at, that are there already? And then look at how you can make your product better. So you now want to amplify your message in a different way. You want to come from a unique angle. You want to tell them about the audience. Okay, you want to talk about the pain points of the audience and then some other things. Very important. Okay, so now you see when it comes to now writing copy, it's about breaking objections and false belief. Okay, now let me share something which I think is the most important thing you might want to understand in sales funnel. So those ones that I told you earlier, keep it at the back of your mind. They are very important. But yeah, I want you to understand that if people at all are going to buy your stuff, they have an objection concerning that. And your sales copy is about breaking objections and false belief patterns people already have concerning your product, concerning your market already. So if I say how to make 750,000 naira monthly as an affiliate marketer, people are already hearing about affiliate marketing. So imagine if your audience is coming from someone that I just talked about. All these affiliate marketers, they just want to try to get your money and then they will just dump you. So imagine that person is coming from that kind of place. Now, why do you think the person will buy from you? Even if the person has the money, has double and triple of the money, the person will still not pay you because you now have a kind of belief system that has turned to an objection for you. And there's no matter what you do, they might end up not believing you. And people, sales is just a transfer of belief. They must believe you before they buy from you. But no matter what you bought, you believe in it. You believe in it, like your beliefs, your emotion is tied to one particular thing. That's why you bought from it. So now let me explain it. So now, for example, let me just explain this cycle, and then you see how it plays out. Okay, now for example, if at all I ask you who are you voting for in Nigeria? Okay, if you are in Nigeria, you know what I'm trying to say. Who are you voting for? And then you say Peter Obi. Okay, let me just say, if I ask someone, are you going to vote for Peter Obi? And say, no, Jerry, I'm not going to vote for him. And ask him why. He's going to tell me that even if I vote for Peter Obi, he's not going to enter. They are going to rig the election. So he's not going to enter. So why should I bother myself? I'll not even vote at all. Now, can you see something happened there? People see things, they hear things, they experience it, and then they process it, and then they turn it to a belief system, and that thing becomes an objection. And this objection most times is a lie. So normally people are not going to vote for Peter Obi because they believe, not because they don't believe in him, but because they don't believe in the system, they believe that even if they vote, it's not going to enter. So this is just it. People believe in you. People believe in whatever you are trying to say. But because they've seen something, they've heard something, or they've experienced something which is negative, then they now turn it to a false belief system, and then they're like, Omo, I don't still believe you. Something somewhere in their mind is telling them that this is a lie. No matter how much you tell them that it's true. You understand me? So they see things, they hear it, and they experience it, or they experience it rather. So they've seen people try to, they probably have tried to vote, and then they knew that this is the person that is supposed to win. But they win the election and then the person did not win. So they've seen it, they've heard it. Right? Even me, I've not voted in my life, but according to the things I've heard, I know that there's rigging is real, and even I'm skeptical if Peter Obi is going to enter because I believe that this is what people are capable of. They can rig the election and then they can kill the man, whatever can happen to him. So I don't really believe in. I might not vote because I it's something I've heard. So I might decide not to vote, even though I believe in that man. Okay, so I'm not trying to do any campaign for anyone here. Okay, this is only trying to use an example. So you have to understand that even though you are trying to say something that is good, that looks good, that sounds good, people might not do it because they believe that there's a limitation for them. No matter how you talk about the testimonials of people, they might still say, and yes, that person is an affiliate market. That person is already doing internet marketing before. I think he can succeed. But me, I think I have one generational course in my life, and that's the reason I'm not doing it. Now you can see that. You can see the angle people are coming from. I don't think I can do it though. My phone is like this, like this, like this, like this. And this has nothing to do with you. It's just about them. It has nothing to do with you. It's about them. So one thing you want to try to do Okay, now let me just try to explain everything. So they see it and then they process it in their mind, they interpret it, and then they turn it into a belief system, and then it becomes an objection. So one thing you want to try to do is to break that objection is understand the root cause. Why is this thing happening? Okay, let's say for example, someone comes to meet me and like, okay, after telling me about you can build funnels even with your phone, and you're like, are you sure I can build it with my phone? Someone told me that it's not possible, or I've tried it before and it's not possible. Okay, so they don't believe is an objection already. So for me, I understand the root cause is that they have probably have seen it. Okay, it's probably that they've tried it before and then it does not work. So how do I break it? So most times I build up an epiphany. And this epiphany can be passed via a story. So for me, like most times, what I try to tell them is that see, even myself, I don't believe in using phone. I never believed it. In fact, when I wanted to start building phone, I started using the phone, but I ended up doing trash. So I don't believe in using phone. Not until I had to use it and this and this. This is the way you try to break objections in a subtle way that makes people want to try to buy from you. You share a story or a customer that have done it before, and then you try to pass it out. Okay, you might think it's not going to work for you because you do this or that, but here is a customer like you who has all this thing, or here is myself, I'm just like you and all that. You are trying to make it as relatable as related as possible. So you want to make it very, very relatable for people to say, okay, yes, I think I believe in this thing. So you want to build up an epiphany, an aha moment for them where they're like, oh wow, I think I need to get this thing. I think this is the breaking point for me. Okay, so that's about sales copy, and then you want to have the key points in your copy. Okay, now let's go through it. So the big idea, which is I think the unique opportunity. What is the whole idea of a marketing? For me, you can see my own is the 2 hour funnel design. It's the one simple fix that helps you build funnels in 2 hours. So throughout my sales copy, I'm talking about 2 hours here. I said even though you have the fat phone, and the best part, you might get it all done in 2 hours or less. So that's the big idea for my copy. This is the whole, like when you cap your marketing, your whole messaging, you are going to cap it into one big thing. If I want to summarize the whole thing here, it's just me trying to build or talking about okay how you can build a funnel in as less than 2 hours, even if all you have is a phone. You can see. Now unique mechanism is the way, like I said, I've explained, the way you explain what is new about your product. Okay. Now the lead. Now the lead is very important for Epifan. Okay. Now after I talk about this thing, people want to know, okay, wow, what is that one simple fix? I want to know more about it. Now from here, you see the lead. The lead is just like the one third of whatever you're going to write in your sales copy. Your sales copy don't have to be so long. No, unlike mine, it doesn't have to be very long. But you have to understand that you have to grab their attention. You need their attention. You want to be that epiphany with them. You also might be to tell a story. And you also might be to break objection. For example, now this is where I started from struggling to build a funnel pages. Try to, but you got confused even starting confused even before starting. Can't differentiate between a funnel and a funeral, no problem. In these 4 minutes, you discover for yourself the one simple fix to setting up. You can say, I'm trying to be an FFR, and like, wow, I need to hear this, wow, I need to hear this. And then I'm trying to put testimonials here. And then this now goes, this is also part of the lead. I am Daniel Adomage. I'll introduce myself to you much later. But right now, I want you to look at this image below. This 2 hours. Here is a countdown of 2 hours. And in this letter, I'll be showing you a simple and easy to implement framework you can always use to build yourself high converting funnel pages in a time as less as 2 hours. They're like, wow, the goal of the lead is to get them to read more, to continue reading. That's it. It builds an epiphany like, wow, aha. That's what we call an aha moment, but you can call it a wow moment. Okay. So in your copy also, you also have a product build up story. This is where you are trying to talk about the product, how it's unique and how it is great. Okay, now you are trying to talk about why you or your product. Okay, why should I buy from you? Why should I not buy from another person? You're trying to talk about it, what makes it different, and then you're trying to talk about the pricing. Okay, you're not just saying it goes for this. You're trying to build up a price point, a price margin where people are like they are trying to compare you to something much more greater. Okay, for example, you are selling your course for 50,000 and they are not trying to compare your 50,000 to a cost of 500,000. They're like, oh wow, your own is like a steal. Let me go for yours. You understand? And then the last part is the closing, where you're trying to close people to buy from you. Okay, so that and that is about that. When it comes to copywriting, there might be some other things, but these are the core things you need when it comes to writing your funnel copy. So that being said, thank you very much for this um videos for watching through. So in the next video, we're talking about designing your funnel. Now that you have your offer set done and then your messaging, Then let's go into designing your funnels. Bye.